All right, Wes.
Great. Start us off, please.
Yeah, Nate, obviously you came up 1 point short, but that group that played the fourth quarter really seemed to completely change the game. What did you like most from that lineup?
Oh, just the way that they were attacking and pushing it. I mean, you could see it when they were in there from, right when they checked in late in the third to all the way through in the fourth. They were in such attack mode. That group played extremely hard. They did, and they were really fighting, and it was just too bad there at the end.
Pat.
Can you take us into your decision-making? Because I think some coaches might not have been willing to ride that unit as long as you did, but clearly it worked. I know it's probably a bit challenging to watch Brogdon and Sabonis on the bench at the end of the game, but that was the unit that put you in that situation.
Yeah, I thought they deserved it. I thought that group that was in there the whole fourth, they were fighting and clawing. And Malcolm and Domas and Jeremy, the guys that were on the bench, they were very supportive of their teammates out there. This is a tight group, and I thought they deserved to play. I thought they deserved to play all the way to the horn.
Tony.
Nate, what do you say to your team after a strange game like this one, where you really struggle for three quarters and then have an incredible fourth quarter and almost win it? What was it like in the locker room just now after the game?
I said a little bit of what I just said to you guys. I talked about our togetherness. There was no fragment. The guys on the bench were cheering on the second unit guys at the end of that game. And I'm telling you, it's too bad, because the huddles were great and the togetherness, and, we were one stop or one shot away there. So I told the team, just keep sticking together. It'll take you a long ways.
Scott.
Nate, what do you make of the first three quarters before the barrage of three-pointers? What led you to a 15-point hole?
Yeah, there's a number of things there. I think, first of all, we missed a lot of shots. I think we were 4 for 17 there from the arc. I think there was some at the rim that we wish we could have gotten back there in the first half. That's why it looks like a, 8, 9, 10-point lead there. At the end of the half to whatever it got up to, 14, 15, whatever, 19, whatever it got up to. But there's a combination of both. And then I thought on those missed shots, we didn't get back and get our readiness on defense quite to where we liked it. I thought they were turning the corner on us a little bit. They were getting to the paint on their finishes or kickouts. So we just needed to try to turn that momentum a little bit quicker.
Pat.
Miles hits that three in the second to last possession for you guys, and then gets what seemed to be a pretty decent look on the final possession. Were you pleased with the looks that you got on offense down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, you can go back to the Miles three, and then we called another timeout, and they had a foul to give, which was actually their first foul of that fourth quarter. But they had a foul to give, and we called 2 plays out of the huddle because we knew of that foul to give, and I did. I liked the second play. I did. I thought, TJ attacking with shooters all around, and Miles, we popped and then attacked the rim. I would do it again.
Most of that second unit's pretty experienced. That's less true, though, for Goga. I believe that's the most minutes he's played this season before fouling out. What'd you like that you saw from him specifically?
His rim protection. It did. His rim protection. He's a great team player. I thought his spacing was good. When he was on the perimeter, he was, trying to set those good screens. And then when he's down there in the dunker, he knows to keep it spaced so we can attack that lane a little bit easier. And he's there for some drop-offs or for offensive rebounds. But he has skill. He does. He has skill just like Miles and Domas out there. So he's capable of a lot of things.
Any final thoughts here?
Yeah, can I jump in, Wes?
Yeah.
Despite the loss, I know you're 12-11, all of these things. I know you're disappointed, but is this the kind of performance that you think, hopefully springboard you guys forward with some of these guys were able to do coming off the bench?
Yeah, there's a lot of good things to look at. Just with what you said, the fourth quarter, and it builds confidence in the way that those guys played, and you never know who's going to be in at the end of the game. So that's a good confidence builder, good experience for those guys, and. We want to play the group that I want to play the group that's given us the best chance there down the stretch, and that's what I did tonight.
All right, thank you, Nick. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Positives and the negatives of the night. It was clearly a terrific comeback in which you were a major part of to even get yourselves a chance at the end, but ultimately not quite able to get over that hump.
I mean, it can be kind of cool to talk about how we came back and, did all that. But, what we're trying to do every time we come out on the floor is put a full game together and to play a certain way the whole game. And we didn't do that tonight. But the good thing is we were able to adjust and give ourselves a chance. So, that is some, I guess we can talk about, as a positive. But at the end of the day, we lost the game and found a way till we come out and take care of business from the jump and win.
Yeah, Justin, was there anything that was said that sparked that comeback, or was it kind of just you guys in the rhythm with that unit?
I mean, it's just being down and trying to find a way to claw back. One thing this team has is no quit. We won't give up, and we're going to try to fight until the end. And what that unit that was in does very well is create energy, and that energy ended up rolling in our favor, and we ended up making something happen.
Brendan.
Yeah, Justin, you hit a game high 7 3-pointers. Was there a specific moment during that run where you kind of knew you were in the zone?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I always feel like I'm gonna get the shot I shoot, and once I don't know, being in the zone thing sometimes maybe you don't realize it until later. I just felt like we had to find a way to win, and I needed to be aggressive. And when the first two dropped, and I was like, okay, well, at that point I was okay, cool. We got some energy, helping the team a little bit, made these 2 threes, maybe that gives us some energy. And next thing you know, I'm making how many after that. So yeah, I wouldn't really think of it as that. I was just trying to find a way to win the game.
As a team, what area or areas would you pinpoint as specific areas that you guys can improve upon to be more consistent?
I mean, I think the main thing that matters, and every time you speak to me about the game of basketball, defense matters so much. Regardless of the ball going in or not, shots being made. I mean, every time I think about myself in the game, like, yeah, you did this and this. Well, I could put the ball in the air. If it goes in, it's going to go in. But as far as defense, there's certain things that we can do that we can control. That's the main thing, is being able to control what you can control. And defensively, you can control a lot more than you can offensively in a sense. So we have to find a way just to buckle back down defensively, helping one another. Taking care of one-on-one matchups as well as helping guys on the boards with, Steven Adams and Zion and things like that. So defense is more than just stopping the man in front of you. It's helping your teammates. It's boxing out, rebounding. You have to find ways to lock back in to doing all the things that we can control defensively.
Most of that group that was out there at the end has played a lot of minutes together. Goga's probably the least experienced of that group. What did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, man, Goga's been playing well. One of the hardest things to do in this league is when you're not playing a lot and being able to come in and make something happen and being ready. And he's done a great job protecting the rim, getting the ball moving on offense, just doing all the things he has to do to help the team. And him being at the center of, that fast offense, getting the ball around, shooting the three he needs to, popping, going to rebound, and then defensively making us feel very, very comfortable if a guy does get by us. That's big for us. To have somebody at the rim to change shots is something we need in our defense, because we're going to be pressured. We're going to be up on guys. So he's been doing a great job of just going out there and playing this game and really just taking care of his business. I mean, I need to tell him that, but he's been doing just a superb job and not getting down on himself if something doesn't go his way. If he misses a shot or he misses a rebound, just to continue to play and continue to fight and talking. But yeah, Kobe's been doing a great job.
Yeah, Michael.
Hey, Justin, the way the season started, and now you're looking at 12 and 11. What's kind of your feelings? I know it's still pretty early in the season, but you're now teetering around 500. When you look at where you guys were at one point, where you're playing really well, versus where you're kind of struggling a little bit now, what's kind of your feelings that is?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season. There's going to be ups and downs. The thing you can hope for is that the downs aren't too low for too long. So there's going to be times in the season for most teams where you go through a time of, not playing the way you want to or losing some games. But I think we're going to, get back on the right track, get things together, man, and be on the up as far as the roller coaster goes.
Justin, late, could you feel, I mean, the starters and all the rest of the guys were up at the front of the bench, just fired up with what you guys are doing. Could you feel that energy that you guys are creating on the floor?
Yeah, 100%. You can see it with that unit and how we play, and TJ being ahead of it. You can see and you can feel it when things are just clicking, and we're getting stops, and we're going down, and we're just playing fast. And then, big shots made, wherever happens, you hear the bench. It felt like the gym was packed actually more than it actually was, which was a pretty dope feeling to feel after having fans for so long. And I think our bench is what really, really helped that, as well as, the Patriot fans. Patriot fans have been great. I think our bench really helped that feeling of feeling like we're in a packed crowd.
Any final questions here? All right. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.